A study on banning cell phones in public schools. An update on Tulsa County's Social Services Department. The sentencing of a man who orchestrated the murder of an Irish mob member. And the Oklahoma City Thunder's return to the court. This is the KGOU PM News Brief for Thursday, October 24th. I'm Hannah France. Lawmakers are considering the case for a statewide ban on cell phones in public schools. State Impact's Beth Wallace reports the Senate Education Committee listened to physicians, policy researchers, and educators at a legislative interim study.
Last spring, legislators mulled over a bill to offer grant incentives to schools that implemented phone-free policies, but it never advanced from the Senate. Some members said they were in favor of an outright ban, but concerns arose about superseding local control. Tuesday, lawmakers heard from Superintendent Jeremy Jackson of Pocola Public Schools, which recently instituted phone restrictions. He says a state mandate is needed to support districts against parent pushback.
We need your help, just to help those administrators, those superintendents in those districts where it is not as welcome. The data is all there now. We have the experience, we have the information. We just need a little bit of help getting that pushed through across the finish line.
Several lawmakers, including Committee Chair Adam Pugh, say they will carry another phone restriction bill next spring. For State Impact, I'm Beth Wallace.
The Social Services Department in Tulsa County will remain open despite a different interpretation of the same law in Oklahoma County. OPMX's Sierra Pfeiffer reports.
Tulsa County commissioners say there are no plans to change operations at the county's Social Services Department. Meanwhile, Oklahoma County's Social Services Director, Christy Jernigan Marshall, says her department is forced to disband by the end of the month because of bills passed during the last legislative session. Senate Bill 1931 repealed laws related to county care of indigent persons, laws that had been in place since 1910. But legal interpretations vary by county. While Oklahoma County's district attorney ordered the closure, Tulsa County officials cite a different section of law to keep services running. Tulsa's commissioners say they plan to follow Article 17, Section 3 of the Oklahoma State Constitution, which mandates counties care for those in need. I'm Sierra Pfeiffer.
An Osage County judge sentenced a man at an Oklahoma prison to life in prison for orchestrating the murder of an Irish mob member in 2021. OPMX's Louisa Clausen reports on how state agencies collaborated on the investigation.
An inmate at Homony's Dick Connor Correctional Center used a contraband cell phone to orchestrate the murder of Mitchell Roberts, a fellow Irish mob member. Tulsa Police Department and Homeland Security investigators found Zachary Miller organized the killing. Heather Anderson is a prosecutor for the Attorney General's office. She spent 3 years working on the case.
It's extremely important to hold the person who put the plan in motion just as accountable. And I believe that that's what this verdict shows people, is that he was held just as accountable as if he had pulled the trigger.
The alleged shooter died before charges were filed, but 6 co-defendants associated with organized crime pleaded guilty to charges related to the killing. I am Louisa Clausen.
Oklahoma City Thunder basketball is back starting tonight. OPMX's Ryan LaCroix reports the team enters the season with high expectations following their best in the West record last year.
OKC travels to Denver to face the Nuggets, who are led by Nikola Jokic. The 3-time NBA MVP is generally expected to be guarded by Thunder center Chet Holmgren, but Holmgren says it's not that simple.
It's not a me preparing thing, it's more of a we preparing thing. You know, he's a really good player and there is no guarding him. You know, there is no one-on-one matchup for him. You know, you're guarding him with a whole team, and you know, that's the beauty of basketball. It's a 5-on-5 game. So I got some teammates to help me out with that one.
OKC will be without new big man Isaiah Hartenstein tonight as he misses the next 5 to 6 weeks with a hand fracture. Tip-off for tonight's game is set for 9 o'clock Central Time. In Oklahoma City, I'm Ryan LaCroix.
For additional news throughout the day, visit our website, kgou.org, and follow us on social media.
This is my voice. It can tell you a lot about me, and I'm not changing it for anyone. In NPR's Black Stories, Black Truths, you'll find a collection of NPR episodes centered on the Black experience. Search NPR Black Stories, Black Truths wherever you get podcasts.